Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. The practical that we're going to discuss today is biochemical tests. As we previously discussed about bench tests, these are also some of the tests that we perform to identify microorganisms and to differentiate the bacteria. So these include the citrate tests, urease test, the TSI tests, motility tests, methyl red tests, and urease tests. But here today we are going to discuss about only some of the main important ones. So coming up to the first one, the indole test. This is used to differentiate bacteria that have the ability to decompose tryptophan into indole from those that do not have the ability. Okay, in all these tests that I'll be discussing in the coming slides, the main important thing that you have to note down is that we are going to differentiate the bacteria on the basis of the ability to metabolize some of the compounds or products which are specific for each of these tests. So in this case, the compound is tryptophan, which is going to be converted into indole, and this is going to be helping us in differentiating bacteria that have the ability to do this, to take out this reaction from those that do not have the ability. Now the principle for this test is some bacteria have the ability to break down tryptophan for the nutritional needs using the enzyme tryptophanase. As you can see here, that some bacteria that have the ability, they break down tryptophan, which is present in the broth, which is used for this indole test. And with the help of tryptophanase enzyme, the tryptophan which is present in the broth is converted into indole and pyruvic acid. Now further, when we add Covex reagent, this indole reacts with this reagent and it forms a red ring at the surface of the broth and the reagent that we have added. And this indicates that the result is positive. And if there is no ring formation, the result will be negative. So this is the principle. When the tryptophan is broken down, it produces pyruvic acid, ammonia and indole. Thus, the indole is soluble in water and can be detected by the use of Covex reagent, which reacts with indole to produce the red ring on the surface, as I told you here. Okay, now the procedure. So first of all, I'll tell you that the materials that are required in all the coming tests as well as this one. First of all, we need the test organism that is to be tested. Then we require an inoculating loop to pick up the colony and a Bunsen burner to sterilize the loop and the broth, which is specific for each of these tests, and incubator. Now, first of all, we are going to pick up a colony of the test organism using the inoculating loop after sterilizing it onto the Bunsen burner, and then we are going to inoculate the broth, the tryptophan broth, with the colony. And after that, we are going to incubate the tube at 37 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. After the incubation, after 24 hours, you're going to take out the tube and you're going to add 0.5 ml of Covex reagent to bring about this reaction, which I told you earlier, with the indole for the formation of red ring. And we are going to add this reagent down the inner wall of the tube. Now this way we are going to take out the reagent and drop it off onto the inner wall. This is how you're going to drop it off, and not in the middle of the tube. And as soon as you drop that off, you see the formation of the red ring if the test is positive. And if there is no red ring formation, the test is negative. And after that, we're going to look for the results. And the results are again, formation of the red ring at the surface shows positive test, while if there is no ring formation, the test is negative. Examples include the indole positive organisms are E. coli, Proteus and Vibrio, while the indole negative organisms are Klebsiella and Shigella and Salmonella. The second test is citrate test. So here the compound is citrate. Some bacteria use citrate as a source of carbon, and along with it ammonium phosphate as a source of nitrogen. Ammonia will be produced, resulting in the alkalinity. And in alkaline reaction, the alkaline reaction is then manifested, or which can be indicated with the presence of indicator bromothymol blue, which is neutral as green, and in alkaline reactions it turns into blue color. So the principle here is the test is based on the ability of an organism to use citrate as its only source of carbon and ammonium phosphate as its only source of nitrogen. The medium which is used in citrate test is Simmons citrate agar. That is actually devoid of proteins and carbohydrates, and so only the citrate which is present in this medium is going to be used as the source of carbon. And bacteria that can use this citrate, that can also extract nitrogen from the ammonium phosphate with the production of ammonia, and that leads to alkalinization of the medium. So the principle here, summarizing the principle, this citrate that can be used by some of the bacteria, when it metabolizes, it produces a compound, the sodium carbonate, which is alkaline compound, and thus it increases the pH of the medium, and this is present in the Simmons citrate media, all right, which contains citrate that is used as a source of carbon by the bacteria. And after the turning of the medium into alkaline, what happens is the bromothymol blue indicator, which is present in the media, which is actually green when in neutral pH, turns into blue in alkaline medium, and that shows that the test is positive. So now the procedure, the Simmons citrate medium is used, and the indicator used here in this test is bromothymol blue. Now again the same procedure, well isolated colony is picked up with the help of the inoculating loop from the culture plate, and it is inoculated as a single streak on agar tube. So this is the tube. You can just make a streak of the colony and then incubate at 37 degrees Celsius for 24 hours, and after that we're going to look for the results. The results will show, I told you, if the color is changing from green to blue, that means that the solution is turning alkaline, and that means that the citrate has been used as a source of carbon, and that means the test is positive. So change in color of medium from green to blue is positive test, and no color change, or if the color is still green, that means that no citrate has been used, and that means the test is negative. And if you see the growth on the colony but there is no color change, that can also be taken as a positive test. Examples include for the citrate positive organisms, the Citrobacter, Klebsiella and Pneumoniae, while for the citrate negative organisms we have E. coli. Now the third test is urease test. The principle here is that certain bacteria produce an enzyme urease, which can hydrolyze urea in the medium, and it can give off ammonia and carbon dioxide. So the urease which is present in some of the bacteria can hydrolyze urea into carbon dioxide, water and ammonia. Now again this ammonia, which can be detected by the phenol red indicator, which is used in this test, leading to alkalinization of the medium, and hence the color changes. Now in this case the color will be changing from yellow to red, pink. Alright, the procedure again. Now we're going to pick up the colony of the test organism again using the inoculating loop, and then streak the agar medium. Again we're going to streak the agar medium, the butt along with the slant. The butt means the bottom of the tube. B for butt, B for slant, B for bottom, B for butt, and the slant or the slope of the tube shows that the media which is having the slope. So we're going to streak the agar medium, and then we're going to incubate at 37 degrees Celsius for 24 hours, and then we're going to look for the color changes, the result interpretations. And in this case, as I told you, if you see the red color appearance, the pink red color appearance, it shows that this reaction has been taken place and ammonia has been produced, which is turning the medium alkaline, and hence the phenol red indicator would turn the medium into pink red. and this the test is positive. While if no red pink color is seen, that means the test is negative. And examples include urease positive organisms are H. pylori and Proteus, while urease negative organisms are E. coli and Salmonella.